Hello and welcome back to our review. Me, Kevin from Let's Talk Whisky. I've got another new bottle here, unopened, and I'm going to get this opened in a glass, and we'll have a first impression with it. I've had this before. I've not had it for a while, and I've really enjoyed it when I had it at the time. So let's see what pop we get first. Ooh. So this is a Tomatin Cask Strength, 57.5% ABV, non-age statement, nodule filtered, natural colour. This is bourbon and sherry. So 50% bourbon casks and 50% sherry. I think it's first fill bourbon casks that's been used and first fill sherry casks. The colour there is a total great mix. That kind of golden syrup look to it. And I say 57.5% ABV. Tomatin Highland Distillery, just south of Inverness, founded in 1897, although it's had some distilling before then until it became legal in that time. Owned by Takara Shuzo, it's a kind of amazing ownership story and things. We can get into that another time. I've spoken quite a lot about that on other reviews in Tomatin and Kabokin. This, I remember having it a tasting a wee while ago, and then not so long ago, seen it in one of the whiskey bars, and I thought, oh, do you know, I've not had that for, I'm going to have another wee dram. And I just really enjoyed it. I think price point and everything, it works very well. It's a very good, covers quite a lot of bases for people that like maybe something a bit sweeter with a little bit of spice. Because it's not just full bourbon or full sherry, it's that total 50-50 split with it, which I think is really cool. The other kind of fun facts and stories about this bottling as well, but 1926 was the first ever kind of real age statement Tomatin that they've been able to go back in the history books and find. It was around about 9 years old, I think, if I remember correctly. So nearly 100 years on, they've kept the cask strength. It is a non-age statement, but the liquid that's in there is ranging between, I think, 7 and 10 years old. I just think being cask strength, they don't want to put a number on it because it gives you the luxury of being able to blend each batch when it comes out yearly. I think it's 15,000 bottles to keep that flavour profile the same. So it keeps you coming back and nothing's changing on it. So I think that's really cool to do. The 57.5% ABV is the actual latitude to what the distillery sits on. That is natural every year as well. So that gives you another, when they're blending the cask together and they're marrying them together to make this cask strength, it's always 57.5% at cask strength. So they need to get that down to a T, which they've been doing really well so far. It's been sitting in the glass not that long. When I had this before, I would have been surprised. I was surprised when I was told it was cask strength because the way it drank, it was very soft, and I couldn't believe it. I really enjoyed it. So I'm hoping we can have that again. I've got my wee Tomatin glass here, Tomatin hoodie on. You know, if you watched my previous videos, I'm a big fan of everything kind of Tomatin. So I've actually poured a healthy dram there. It's Sunday. I was actually at the distillery on Tuesday. This is where I picked this up. I was up playing golf with Hamish, the Dram caddy. I'll put a wee link into his new adventure and his YouTube channel, so make sure you watch that and put the wee bell on. You might see a video of me playing golf and talking about whiskey coming out soon. So in the glass, the colour of it, as I say, it's a kind of golden syrup colour. It's great. The legs on it as well, they're sticking, as we can see. It looks magic. So I'm going to get this on the nose, get it on the palate. I've actually got my water today, something that I very rarely do, but I've actually got it. So on the nose, it's like, there's a honeyed note there, like a crunchy chocolate bar. The chocolate on the outside and the nougat in the middle, it's got that soft caramel note to it. There's a soft dryness with that sherry coming through, a little bit nutty. It's like the maraschino cherry. A white chocolate, drizzled white chocolate coming through. And it doesn't smell like 57.5. It's doing it again. It just doesn't have that. Look at those legs now. Hopefully that camera's catching that, but that's So nose is great, kind of crunchy bar, chocolate, nougat, a little bit of honey. There's that white chocolate drizzle. Also, the kind of soft nutty note to it as well, and those nice sherry kind of maraschino cherry style. You know the sherry's there, but every kind of time you revisit it, it switches. So that 50-50 balance is very, very good. It's working very well in the nose. There's a kind of cleanness to it as well. There's like a, what would I say, like not a Granny Smith apple, not like a the dark green. It's got a bit of acidity to it, more like a pink lady apple note to it as well. A sweeter kind of white fruit note. It's great in the nose. I'm slanging everyone. Yeah. First impression again, there's a bit of working back from it. Nice little bit of spice on the end. There's a dryness to it. Then that's the sherry coming through. Then at the forefront, that kind of drizzled honey, drizzled syrup stays there. That apple note of that kind of cleanness comes through with it. Again, that real longevity. That little bit of nougats coming through. It's the nose. What I was getting on the nose is kind of coming through in the palate, which a lot of time I don't get that. I get quite a mix of one thing and the other. It's long lasting. That wee bit of spice at the end is very good because it's not overly sweet. It's got those kind of more muddled sweetness notes to it. It's not like white sugar sweet. It's chewy. It's great. That it's like a kind of toffee apple note coming through now as well with that kind of back note. It's I'm going to get a few drops of water in here. Just got a little friend in here, which I'm not needing. I'm sure it'll be protein anyway. But a few drops of water in. And nothing's really changing on that. I would maybe say the kind of white chocolate comes out a little bit more. That's more of the forefront. But yeah, really great nose. What is this? I don't know what it is. I actually think it's a bit of my hoodie. I hope. Oh, it's actually a spider of all things. Sorry, but that's fine. It's Halloween, right? Yeah, great nose, big fan. I think on the nose straight away without the water. I'm more prone to. I would just drink this neat. I just don't think it's got that cask strength real whack to the palate. It's a big flavour bomb, big flavour profile, and just that's that super long fermentation. No, but a 7 day fermentation. I got to give that really soft liquid that Tomatin has. It's magic. That's been Tomatin Cask Strength. Great whiskey, great story. Something that I should have had on the shelf a lot longer ago, but I'm glad I've got it now. Let me know if you've tried this, if you agree with taste notes, if you've got different taste notes. Is cask strength whiskey your style, or do you prefer having something a little bit softer? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, join me next week for my salt whiskey. Flange.